Hello, and welcome to Luna Yes Guided Sleep Meditations. Do you often fall into bed exhausted, but find that you can't sleep because your train of thought is speeding from station to station at the speed of light? Well, you're not alone. In fact, overthinking is one of the most common causes of insomnia. It's a throwback to our primitive selves. Our minds are on high alert because a part of our automatic nervous system, the key component to instincts like fight or flight that would have kept early humans alive in a dangerous and often deadly environment, is still triggered when we feel stress or worry. Perhaps we're worried about forgetting something we should be doing, or an important deadline, or an appointment. We could be caught up in analyzing our past actions, trying to decide if we made the best decisions, or thinking about chances that we've let pass us by. The thing is, when we're under a lot of stress, even these little things can feel life-changing. And with our primitive instincts triggered, our minds won't let us rest and relax. Even though humans are now at the top of the food chain, we sometimes still need to remind our brains that it's safe to fall asleep at the end of the day. If we don't, our restless minds will continue to keep us awake at night, and our lack of sleep can lead to poor decision-making, further stress, and even anxiety or depression. We need to remember how to relax and to still our minds. When we let ourselves fall into the typical hectic thought patterns of our day-to-day lives, the ruminating and questioning actually make it harder to come to a decision or find a solution to our problems. It's only when we practice focusing our mind that we can stop overthinking the little things and find the answers we truly need. And that's why in this practice, we'll use self-hypnosis techniques to help slow down our train of thought. And we'll learn how instead focusing on the view of the landscape passing by can allow us to fall asleep more quickly and easily. Thanks for joining me for tonight's meditation practice. I'd like to remind you that self-hypnosis can be a highly effective tool, but you must approach the process with an open mind and the willingness to make positive changes in your life. Be patient and practice regularly. Just like learning any new skill, repetition is the key to mastering self-hypnosis. You may also find it helpful to meet with a hypnotherapist for a few more intensive sessions before establishing your self-hypnosis routine. Please remember that hypnosis is a perfectly natural state of deep relaxation that leaves your mind open to suggestion. I'd like to also remind you that during this self-hypnosis practice, I will be here solely as your guide, and that you will remain in total control of yourself, focusing your concentration and using your own power of suggestion to alter your thought patterns and stop your mind from racing at bedtime. Trust that should you need to suddenly return to an alert state for any reason, your mind will respond to that need, and you will awaken feeling refreshed and alert. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you that it's always best to meditate in a safe, quiet place where you feel comfortable and are sure that you won't be disturbed. Because this practice will bring you into a state of deep relaxation and help you drift off to sleep, you should only listen to it when and where it's safe for you to fall asleep. Please don't listen to this self-hypnosis session while driving or doing any other tasks that require you to be alert. Allow my voice to gently guide you through tonight's practice. And if at any point you begin to feel tired, just allow yourself to drift off to sleep, confident that you will awake refreshed, restored, and in a more positive frame of mind. The more you repeat this meditation and practice these techniques, the easier it will become to free your mind and fall asleep quickly and easily. Let's begin by eliminating any distractions from the room. Turn off the lights or dim them if being in the dark makes you uncomfortable. And place your device where you can hear it but can't see the light from the screen. Lie down on the bed in a comfortable, supportive position with your head resting lightly on a pillow and your legs out long. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can also draw your knees up and place the soles of your feet on the mattress. Feel free to cover yourself with a blanket if you're feeling chilly. We'll begin with our eyes lightly closed. Take a moment to connect to your breath. Listen to the gentle whispering as you inhale and the soft whooshing as you exhale. Notice how much easier it is to hear the rustle of your breath with your eyes closed. How much more pronounced the sensations of breathing become without visual distractions. Remember that your mind can still be distracted. If it begins to wander right now, that's all right. Just take a moment to notice any memories, plans, or judgments that come to mind. Acknowledge them and let them float away on a breath. If any worries, any feelings of jealousy or fear, any irritation or anger intrude on your consciousness, breathe into those emotions, noting them and allowing them to flow out as you exhale. And then return your awareness to your breath. Remember to breathe slowly and deeply, keeping your focus on the sensations of the air entering your nose, your throat, and your lungs, and moving down into your belly, throughout your body, and back out. Breathe in deeply through your nose and release the breath slowly through your mouth. And again, inhale deeply through your nose, filling your chest and belly, then sighing the breath out. Once more, inhale slowly and deeply through your nose, feeling the breath traveling through your body, filling you completely, and exhale fully and slowly out of your mouth. Check in with your body as you breathe, softening and releasing any tension you may find, and relaxing more and more with every breath. If your body begins to intrude on your awareness, if you're itchy or achy somewhere, if you feel the need to shift into another position, take a moment to acknowledge it and make any changes you need to before exhaling deeply once again as you let go and return your focus to the breath. Let's work on deepening our breathing now, on lengthening each inhalation and exhalation. We'll inhale now for 1, 2, 3, holding that breath for 1, 2, 3, and exhale for 1, 2, 3. Inhale again, this time for 1, 2, 3, 4, holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and slowly exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And releasing it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more times. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slowly release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time now. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finally, take a deep, cleansing breath in, the deepest you've taken all day, and hold it in, imagining the oxygen traveling through you, bringing you a relaxing, peaceful, restful energy. And then exhale the tension, the stress, the negativity from your body. Use your breath to relax your body, feeling it first in your throat, in your neck. Just picture all the muscles around your neck and let them soften and become loose and relaxed. Let the muscles in your shoulders release, easing the tension there, pulling down and back, lengthening the neck. Notice how relaxing your body this way relaxes your mind even further. Feeling relaxation emanating from every hair on your head, every pore on your face. Let go of all the tension in your jaw and around your cheeks and chin. Just let it go and feel calm infusing your skin, flowing down from your face into the neck and shoulders, relaxing them even further. Move further down now into your chest and arms, relaxing them and bringing a pleasant feeling of heaviness to your fingers and hands. A sense of calm moves down through you like a wave, rippling along the surface of the water and relaxing as it moves along each rib, soothing and finding space, bringing more ease to your breath, sinking down into your stomach, unwinding any knots there, soothing any unsettledness. Breathing easily and gently now, feel the breath rippling all along your spine, relaxing and soothing, calming any inflammation here. Then feel the relaxation moving into your lower belly and down into your hips, soothing all the tired muscles there before extending down your legs, relaxing your thighs, soothing and softening through your knees, flowing all the way down your calves and shins, easing your tired ankles and soothing your feet, gently relaxing through the soles of the feet and each and every one of your toes as they become pleasantly heavy. I'd like you to visualize a forest path dappled with splashes of sunlight through the leaves. As you walk along the path, you can hear rippling water. There's a burbling stream somewhere alongside you. With the sun shining down and the warm breezes blowing around you, you feel relaxed and happy, warm and bright. Focus on the sights and sounds around you as you move through the woods, on the wind rustling through the branches, on the sound of the birds and the stream nearby. Just ahead of you in the forest, I'd like you to visualize a bright, quiet clearing. For now, we're going to keep our attention on our space here in the clearing and forget about the trees around us. I'd like you to create a warm, comfortable nest for yourself here in the grasses, adding whatever you wish to the space, a chair or sofa, or even a huge soft pillow to lay on. Maybe a silky blanket, or perhaps even a desk and chair where you can sit to write out the ideas that are flying through your mind. Writing them down will give you the confidence you need to move on without worrying that you'll overlook or forget something important. As the sun begins to set and the shadows lengthen, you can imagine lanterns hanging from the nearest trees or on ropes crisscrossing the clearing. Build a tiny home here in the woods, a safe place where you can relax and be comfortable. See each of the small details, the colors of the furniture, the shape of the lights. And just as we sometimes lose sight of the forest for the trees, as we get so lost in our ideas that our minds run away with us and we lose our way, we can also create a space here in our minds where we don't need to let the trees block our view, where by focusing on the details, we can see the bigger picture, where instead of our minds running away with us as thoughts occur to us, they'll become grounded and steady like the trees that surround us, becoming firmly rooted in our minds, growing tall and strong so very slowly. Take the time to let each thought mature, knowing that you can examine them slowly at your leisure, following every branch, looking at every twig and piece of vegetation in the daylight. But that now isn't the time to get bogged down by these thoughts, nor is it the time to follow the branches of your thoughts willy-nilly. It's time to slow down, to relax here in the clearing, on the comfortable seat you've placed here, at the desk, surrounded by the objects and mementos that bring you joy and keep you calm and grounded. The last rays of the bright golden and rosy sunlight still shine just above the treetops, penetrating into the clearing and painting the trees, the grass, and everything you've placed here a burnished gold. The sunlight touches you too. Feel the warmth on the top of your head and imagine it seeping through your hair, through your skin, and flooding your body. The warmth creeps down into your face, soothing and relaxing, leaving your muscles pleasantly loose with a soft smile on your lips. The sunlight trickles down into your neck and throat, warming and relaxing them before spreading through your shoulders and releasing any tension you may be holding there, flooding down into your arms, into your hands, and into your fingers, softening and warming them. The golden glow fills your chest before dropping into your belly, warming it, leaving you feeling comfortable and relaxed. It passes through your hips, your pelvis, your bottom, relaxing them. And it trickles down into your legs, flooding them with sunlight, relaxing them and warming them, all the way down through your feet and into your toes. Feel the gentle heat and the relaxation flowing through you. Let's return our focus to our breathing now. We're going to learn the magic ratio, a special breathing technique that tells the brain to wind down and ready for sleep. We will use a 4-7-8 timing, and we will begin with just 4 breath cycles. Anything more than that can be difficult in the beginning, but after time, you can increase to 8 cycles of 4-7-8 breathing. We'll try it first at half length. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Again, breathe in, hold it in, and breathe out. Once more, breathe in, hold, and breathe out. And one last time, breathe in, hold your breath, and breathe out. Return to your regular rhythm for a short rest. Feel free to take a moment if you need it, to get comfortable once again, checking in with your body one last time, beginning with your feet, your ankles, knees, and legs. Checking in with your hips, pelvis or abdomen, your belly, your chest, breathing deeply into them and releasing any last lingering tension. Release your hands down to your sides and breathe into your fingers, your hands, your arms. Roll your shoulders, relaxing them and breathing deeply to release any leftover tension here. Relax your neck and throat, easing your breathing. And finally your head, heavy and relaxed. And now let's do a full length cycle of 4, 4, 7, 8 breaths. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Again, breathe in, hold it in, and breathe out. Once more, breathe in, hold, and breathe out. And one last time, breathe in, hold your breath, and breathe out. If you haven't fallen asleep yet, that's absolutely fine. Just allow your breathing to slow and come back to a comfortable rhythm for you. And we'll drift off to sleep by counting our breaths. If you happen to lose count along the way, don't worry. Just start again at 1. And if you make it all the way to 100 before you fall asleep, you can continue on counting if you'd like, or begin again at 1. When you're ready, let's begin. Inhaling, 1, and exhaling, 2. Inhaling, 3, and exhaling, 4. Breathe in, 5, and out, 6. Again, 7, and breathe out, 8. Inhaling and exhaling. Every breath relaxing you further, leading you into slumber. Inhaling and exhaling. Every number you count draws you closer and closer to a deep, restful sleep. Inhaling and exhaling. As you lay comfortably cradled in the bed, supported by your mattress, warm and cozy beneath your blanket, allow your breath to lead into a peaceful rest. Inhale in love and peace. Exhale and relax. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, calm and light. Exhale and fall deeper and deeper into sleep. Inhaling and exhaling. Relax. And as you're ready, let yourself drift off to sleep. Go ahead and let yourself rest in a place of calm, peace, and love, knowing that you'll wake up feeling rested, restored, and ready to face a new day. Inhaling and exhaling. Good night, and thanks again for joining me tonight. For more Luni Yes guided sleep meditations, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.